Hello and welcome to This Week in Movies. Stephen Lang is out here promoting Don't Breathe 2, the sequel to his horror hit about a blind man who you still don't want to mess with even though he's blind. He kills a bunch of people. It's a really good, messed up type of movie. Surprised it's getting a sequel now, but he's been out promoting it, and something he gets asked a lot is about Avatar, the franchise. The James Cameron franchise, not the animated series, though I'm sure he would probably have some really good thoughts and theories on The Last Airbender as well. But while promoting Don't Breathe 2, Stephen Lang was asked about the Avatar franchise and the state of it, and he said that the Avatar 5 script left him weeping. He called it beautiful, said it's going to be the perfect finale for the franchise. There's just one problem with that, is we're still waiting on Avatars 2, 3, and 4 to then get to part 5 in this beautiful finale. And the first Avatar came out in 2009, December of 2009, which means it's going to be 13 years after the original that we get the first sequel. Then it says we're going to get them until 2028. So Avatar 5, 2028. If we're still a planet, if this country, if this world is still standing, you better be in that goddamn seat ready for Avatar 5, because that's going to be the greatest movie of all time. That's it. Stephen Lang says they're wrapping this up. This is a James Cameron solo, wrote it himself. Get ready for that grand finale, because that decade and a half of waiting, the 2 decades really almost from the first one, but from now, that's 7 years from now is gonna be just, it's gonna melt your minds. You're not ready. The public, that's why it's gonna take 7 years to get there, to that concluding story, because the public now isn't ready. If he put that out now, heads would explode, cities would burn, it would be pandemonium. We need 2 through 4 to take us to where we need to be ready for the experience that is going to be Avatar 5. Idris Elba continuing this hot streak by taking to Twitter and announcing that he is going to voice Knuckles in the Sonic the Hedgehog live-action sequel. Here's the poster here. That's fitting. Okay, we got Knuckles here. I just hope that I'm torn. I would be absolutely fine if he just wants to talk like himself this whole movie. Would be great for me, because I could listen to him for hours. But if he comes in and does just some crazy stuff in the booth for that, I'm all on board on that too. I kind of wish he was Tails, to be honest, just to hear what his interpretation of Tails would be, because I think that would be more of a chance to get him to show that range. But I'm here for a tough as hell Knuckles. I think it's gonna be good. Sonic 1 was a big surprise. It was the first instance of online bullying working and making something better. So dangerous precedent there. But I have high expectations for 2 now, knowing that we're gonna get Idris Elba Knuckles coming around and beating the hell out of things. Probably not, as a kid's movie. So with Marvel's next movie, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, set to come out in just a couple weeks here. It's going to be one of the first big releases that is going to be solely theaters for Disney, after doing the Disney Plus co-hybrid release method. They're going to do it a little bit differently, where this time it'll be in theaters only, but only for 45 days. And then after the 45 days, it'll be streaming on Disney Plus. I don't think at any additional charge either. And people were taking shots at it. Someone even went so far as to say that it's going to be an interesting experiment for this movie. That somebody seems to have been Disney CEO Bob Chapek on a conference call. And that choice of words is very poor, because this is the first MCU movie with a predominantly Asian cast, and it's really leaning into Asian heritage and culture. So to say this is going to be an interesting experiment is just a poor choice of words. And Simu Liu who plays Shang-Chi, is not taking it sitting down. So Disney's problems with like just pissing off their stars doesn't just extend to breaching the contracts of their leading ladies. It also extends to kind of backhandedly insulting the culture of the next movie they're gonna put out. He took to social media. Liu took to social media and said, "We are not an experiment. We are the underdog, the underestimated. We are the ceiling breakers. We are the celebration of culture and joy that will persevere after an embattled year. We are the surprise." And I mean, I can't say I blame him. I would really like to hope that Chapek wasn't out here saying this is going to be an interesting experiment to see if people like this Asian movie. Hopefully it's that, but like it's just bad. Just think before you say something, Bob. Like, you're the CEO of Disney. Like, you don't hear what could possibly be wrong in that statement when talking about that movie. Like, it's so dumb. But I'm all in on this movie. I think it looks incredible. I can't wait to see it. I will definitely see it in theaters. And I hope it's a huge success, and I hope that this cast and crew can enjoy that success after delays and, so much strife and trouble just getting the thing made. And I hope it doesn't turn out that any of them are also shortchanged on money, because Disney seems to be doing that now. As The Suicide Squad continues to be considered an improvement on the original by a lot of people, the fervor for the original still won't die down. Release the Ayer cut trends every couple days, it seems, maybe a couple times a month. And now the script leaked. Like, the original David Ayer director's cut script leaked. And no one knows how it was leaked. David Ayer took to Twitter to confirm that it was a legitimate release. He said all of the scenes that were leaked were filmed, including one where Deadshot and Harley Quinn kiss. Maybe just it's a brief homage to Focus, the heist movie caper with Will Smith and Margot Robbie. I don't know, but they did catch who leaked it. Actually, it was this guy right here. Here is your culprit. I wonder how the script cut leaked. How hard do you think it was for him to keep a straight face when Warner Brothers called him? Because this is Warner Brothers probably called him hey, David, some pages from your director's cut script were leaked. Do you know anything about that? Was that you? Do you think he was on the other end of the phone what? No, I know. My copy of the script is locked in a vault. That thing hasn't touched air since 2016 at least. I love that a lot of speculation here, but I'm assuming that he went the Ryan Reynolds route with Deadpool, where he secretly paid to have that sequence filmed, and then he leaked it and was I don't know who leaked it. And then the reception was so good to the Deadpool little snippet. Next thing you knew, we had a full-length movie sequel. Now we're getting a third one. I'm sure that's what David Ayer is doing here. He's let's put out these scenes. Let's get the fervor back up. Let's get these fans back on board with the Suicide Squad. I love it. It's a bold strategy. If it is really him, I guess I should say that so I'm not out here committing slander.